This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark Thompson with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. DPS is investigating a deadly wrong-way crash on the Loop 101 in Scottsdale. This happened just before 2 this morning near Shea Boulevard. Investigators tell us that a car got into the northbound lanes headed south. The driver of that car was killed and people in 2 other vehicles were rushed to the hospital.
Just be careful and be mindful of the signboards that we put up. As soon as we know that there's a wrong-way driver, we'll put those signboards up saying wrong-way driver ahead. My advice would be to exit the freeway as soon as you can.
And we're told the other 2 drivers that were hurt in this, both are expected to recover. Phoenix Mercury star Brittney Griner back home with family and friends for the holidays, now asking for help, lifting the spirits of another American in Russia. In a handwritten note posted on her Instagram account, she says that letters that her supporters wrote her while she was behind bars in Russia were bigger than just uplifting. They showed the power of collective hands. She's also asking for her fans now to join her in writing letters for Marine Paul Whelan. He's been serving a 16-year prison sentence in that country. If you would like to write to Paul, you can find the address on where to send those letters at abc15.com. 3 bills to improve water access for tribes in Arizona. They are now headed to the president's desk. One measure would give tribes in northwestern Arizona the ability to lease water from the Colorado River. Another would give the Wallapai tribe their $180 million for water infrastructure at Grand Canyon West. And the third would amend the 2010 water rights settlement for the White Mountain Apache tribe, authorizing new funding for a rural water system there. There are now just 50 days from the Super Bowl being hosted right here in Arizona. If you want to join in on the fun, tickets are now on sale for the Super Bowl experience at the Phoenix Convention Center. It's a football theme park for fans, complete with games, player appearances, and a chance to take a picture with the Lombardi Trophy.
Experience the Super Bowl. If you're in the Super Bowl city, experience what it is because it's so unique. Cool thing is, it opens up the week before Super Bowl. So for anybody that's local, you get kind of before the mobs start to come in and all the people later in the week, you get an opportunity to do it the week before. But that's something that you definitely, want to take part in.
And here's a smart shopper's saving tip. If you want to buy that Super Bowl experience tickets for the opening weekend, which is February 4th through the 5th, those are just $20 for adults versus $40 for the weekend of February 9th through the 11th. So buy them early. Kids 12 and under are free both weekends. Well, it turns out Santa, he's living pretty large in the North Pole. A new study from Zillow shows his home is worth more than $1 million. That's a value jump of 12% in the past year. Zillow runs the estimate based on St. Nick's home property setting on a 25-acre property there. It was built in the 1800s. Zillow listing that house featuring 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and a floor-to-ceiling fireplace. Other accommodations as well for Santa's elves. You got a gourmet kitchen for baking cookies. Zillow first listed that fictional property 6 years ago for just over $650,000. Since then, they say that the property's value has soared by 77%. Good for Santa. And for the very latest headlines, weather, and traffic, you can head to abc15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app. Have a fantastic day.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.